Frugal Sim videos are powered by Jetline Systems.
This is Frugal, of course, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator. The recent big update to coincide with the Xbox launch brings in this, which is Discovery Flights. These are a great way for new pilots on the Xbox and, of course, on the PC to discover some of the key features of Microsoft Flight Sim, in particular, the key landscape features. So with Discovery Flights, you get to discover landmarks around the world, such as the Statue of Liberty or Christ the Redeemer in Rio de Janeiro or Mount Everest and so on. I have not done any of these, so I figured we would start, and I would start doing a little series, kind of fleeting frugals, because these are all very short flights looking at each of these. So first up today, Mount Everest in Nepal. We're going to be flying the Textron Aviation Beechcraft King Air 350i. You do start in the air at 25,000 feet. You don't have to land. It's just a flight to explore and discover, hence the name Discovery Flights, key scenery features around the world. In this case, Mount Everest, the highest summit in the world at 29,000 feet. So starting airborne at 25,000, we're actually starting 4,000 less than the summit, which is kind of amazing. So let's go ahead and do this. I'll see you in the sim. All right, so here we are, ready to go. 25,000 feet in the Beechcraft. Click on Ready to Fly. And we're in. Oh, gosh. There it is. Look, that's kind of cool. It highlights the points of interest. I don't know if I can mouse over them. No. So they are just points of interest. Let's go into the cockpit. Gosh, and it maintains that highlighting. The weather is suitably gross for flying around Mount Everest. It's not the most hospitable place on Earth. This is kind of cool, though. Look. Wow. Welcome to Nepal. There, get a little bit closer to the cockpit so we can see the mighty mountain. I don't know how to find out what those points of interest are. That would be cool. Let's see if the smart cam stuff is working. No, smart cam's looking completely the wrong way. Nope. I now broke smart cam. Okay, not to worry. We'll keep on flying around like this. Now, the update did bring a number of bugs on PC, notably blurred textures. I have waited to use the sim, hoping that quick fixes and things like that would fix it, hot fixes. I am seeing some blurring, though, so... ugh. But this is insane. Look, I'm at 26,000 feet and climbing. My speed is dropping. I just gave it full power to try to climb. I have never experienced something like this, being this high up and still struggling to get up over a mountain. Utterly incredible. Let's fly along the ridgeline here. Now, interestingly, oh, here we go. Closer you get, it actually shows you. So that's Mount Everest, 2.7 miles away. That's really cool. I do like that. The key with flying in mountains, by the way, if you've never done it before, is it's very hard to see which way up you are because you're used to looking at a landscape that's somewhat level with the horizon. So pay attention to your instruments to keep the aircraft level or not. Let's see what these other points are down here, though. Oh, only 1.5 miles away, so time to start turning a little bit more urgently. So that's one of the bases. There's Mount Lotz. Mount Everest Camp 3 there, so that's another base probably down on the left. Let's have a look. When does it start telling me who you are? Gotta watch my speed here, don't want to overspeed the aircraft. Mount Everest Base Camp 4. Utterly amazing. Pulling back on the throttle now because the aircraft's starting to creak and groan. Incredible. Now, oh gosh, bumpy as heck, which is correct. Flying over mountains, things will get bumpy very quickly because of updrafts and the shape of the mountain distorting the wind. There's another mount over there, which is also a point of interest. So let's go over there and then we'll turn back towards Mount Everest and see it from a bit more of a distance. This is incredible. I like this. Utterly amazing. The sad thing with Everest, I gotta tell you, I'm very much into motorcycles and stuff called adventure travel, which is very long distance things and experiencing new things and new places that people don't normally go to on a motorbike and things like that. I did read an article not so long ago about Everest becoming a victim to adventure tourism. What's happened is there are a number of companies that you can pay quite a lot of money to who will escort you up Everest. It's no longer the challenge that it once was to get up there. The net result is there are unfortunate pictures on the interwebs of long queues of hundreds of people on the single narrow path leading to the summit of Mount Everest. And unfortunately there was a really bad incident where somebody had an accident and got injured and actually died because they couldn't get down because of the massive people climbing up to the summit. Unfortunately, that's the state of the world we're in. Overpopulation, I guess, is leading to, and changes in technology, of course, are leading to people who wouldn't normally have been able to experience certain things, Mount Makalu, being able to experience them now, and adventure tourism kicking in, which is a shame. Regardless, though, it is very cool in the sim to be able to discover things like this. I have actually never ever flown anywhere near Mount Everest, so this is a big deal to me. I'm enjoying this. Look at that cloud layer, though, lower down. Gosh. Terribly cold, terribly windy, terribly overcast. Just keep on turning here, try to keep it fairly level. Oh, we are actually descending, not ideal. Let's pull back on a stick. Today I'm using the Thrustmaster Warhog. I have other aircraft I want to film today or practice in today, which kind of require a joystick. I am actually going to do a fleeting frugal vlog type thing about the controls I use and why I use them. Stay tuned for that. So there we go, there's Everest once again. Let's fly back over to it. What an incredible sight that is. And I love that the discovery flights just kick you off in the air and you can get stuck in. Brilliant. Again, fitting in with that travel tourism thing, it is great to be able to see a lot of these things from the air. I know that one of the discovery flights is the pyramids. And the pyramids, I have friends who've been out there. If you look in one direction from the ground, the pyramids are majestic and awe-inspiring and truly one of the 7 wonders of the world. Turn around, though, and you see poverty, abject poverty, people with stalls set up trying to sell things, a lot of litter. It's not pleasant. And again, overpopulation and crowding and things like that, not ruining, but impacting a lot of these amazing, beautiful things that we have around the world. So it's kind of cool to be able to see them from a different perspective in a flight sim. We'll go to the right this time. We went through that channel on the left, didn't we? Base Camp 4. Base Camp, I don't know how far that is. It's only about, I guess, looking at this, maybe 3,000 or 4,000 feet from Base Camp 4 up to the summit, which really doesn't seem that high until you realize that above 10,000 feet, humans really need oxygen. And the air gets very, very thin this high. It's very hard to survive at this altitude without an auxiliary supply of oxygen. So how the original explorers who originally summited Everest managed to do so is beyond me. Absolutely insane. But look, Base Camp 4, I guess it's there so that you can acclimatize to the altitude. You can get used to it before you do that last 3,000 or 4,000 feet, if that, up to the summit. Gosh. Amazing. Look at that sheer cliff face covered in snow. Alright, let's get climbing. Looking at my instruments to stay level. Like I said, very, very hard to figure out which way is up when you're this close to a mountain. We are turning to the left. Kind of getting a little fixated on the mountain there.
500.
Wow, we skimmed that one, didn't we? Alright, Discovery Flight 1, Mount Everest. Stall is done. Give it some more power. As always, my name is Frugal. Thank you so much for watching. And stay tuned for Discovery Flight number 2.